Hello and welcome to TinkerTanks-WoT. This is a Tier 7 battle, Tier 7 battle on Sand River. It's an encounter battle, which means that both sides are trying to capture the same cap or flag point. And this is not by any means a spectacular game or anything, but I did want to show it to you in terms of showing you some strategies that might be useful on this map of an encounter. Especially if you're not a top-tier tank or an armor destroyer. And battle begins in about 10 seconds. I'm on the Comet, mounting the 77mm quick-firing British gun. Of course, it's a British Tier 7 tank, duh. And this is a very fast tank, and that gives you some options in terms of, oh look, a lovely lag spike. Isn't that fun? Okay, continuing. The speed of this tank gives you an option of taking a very aggressive early position and putting it in a good position to have a major influence on the battle. There are a couple of spots down south of the flag where armor destroyers like to hang out if they can get themselves established there, as well as if the enemy team is inclined to cap early. It's good to have someone in a position to interfere with that. Because, of course, if one side caps, that puts pressure on the other side to move into position to stop the cap. Now, there is a good position right up here that allows me to cover most of the armor destroyer's favorite haunts and the cap circle. And whenever possible, especially in a medium tank, I like to move up and cover this position. Now, you can do this in an armor destroyer, but you have to be a lot more cagey, because most armor destroyers that are fast enough to get into this position before the enemy approaches are also pathetically armored, and so you can't necessarily get away with this as easily as you can in the Comet. And now the Comet itself is not fantastically well armored, but the gun mantle is moderately bouncy, and if you move into a hold down position, so they have nothing to shoot at but the turret, even if it doesn't bounce, it is at least a small target. And of course, I haven't yet moved into that hold down position. I don't know what I was thinking exactly, but here I go. Yes, finally occurs to me that I should get the bulk of my nice squishy tank out of view of guns. So, I'm hold down. I've made sure I'm as hold down as I can get. The more I can angle the tank, the better the chance of bouncing something. And that's too far. So back up to where I can see everything and cover all the things I want to cover. Now, we have a Leopard, a Tier 7 scout, Tier 6 scout, excuse me, who has moved into the cap circle. And he is there not because he has any hope or thought of capturing the cap circle, but to pressure the enemy into coming where we can get at them. Now, all the buildings in the town on Sand River, except the mosque, are frangible, so you can shoot through them. So what I'm doing right now is I'm shooting to clear the buildings out of the way to give me open shots at the enemy vehicles in the town. And if you've got enough ammo, this is worth doing. The Comet carries a fair bit of ammo, so I've now exposed an E25 and can start putting some damage in on him while he's menacing the Leopard. And that Cheeto is also moving out into position to take our Leopard from behind. So I'm going to give him something else to think about. That might be more important. Well, there goes our Leopard. So now the enemy is on the cap, which puts pressure on us. But again, I'm in a position to cover the cap circle very well. And I'm taking some hits, but I'm also bouncing a couple. And I'm going to keep going while I still have some health to take advantage of this position. And I've taken out one of the enemies in the cap circle, and the E25 is putting shots into me. So I need to, or possibly Churchill. So I've had about as much damage as I care to at the moment, so I'm going to wait till my optics repair and then move back up. I have a damaged gun, so my accuracy is reduced, but really not enough to matter at this range. And as you can see, I'm really not that far away. And if that E25 rather, he's a very dangerous tank destroyer because of his mobility and low profile. But he just sat there and let me shoot him. Well, Who am I not to take advantage when the enemy does something stupid? And now we're down to just the enemy artillery left. And so I'm going over there to see if I can do something useful over there. I'm sure I'm not going to get there in time, but you do what you can. And the rest of the team did a fantastic job. So they took care of everything on the other side, and it only took a couple of us to hold down things on this end. And you can do that if you position yourself thoughtfully and use your tank well. So that's the replay, and there didn't seem to be much to it, but I did 1,342 points of damage, 625 spotting damage. That was good for a second-class mastery badge. And, of course, a fire for effect ribbon, which simply means that I did more damage than my own tank's health. So, pardon me, 1 kill, and took most of the health of that E-25. Someone else killed the Churchill. And as you can see, as I said, the game did not appear to be much. If this screen will ever switch to the team score, which I expected it to do before now. There we are. You can see I came in second on team in terms of experience, and even though I only had 1 kill, 781 raw experience is nothing to sneeze at in a Tier 7 battle. And you can also see on the detailed report I fired 24 shots. I only had 11 hits and 10 penetrations, but again, many of those shots were clearing cover in the town, so I didn't really expect them to penetrate anything. I received 6 hits, got penetrated 4 times, bounced 2 shots, and my armor blocked 270 points of damage. As you can see, like I said, this is not the best tank for bouncing shots, but by going hull down, you at least reduce the chance of their hitting you. So, there's some food for thought the next time you find yourself in an encounter battle on Sand River. It's a good position to move into and can do a lot of good work there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please like it below. And have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon.